Satnam, everybody. Good evening. Satnam. Truth is your name. Truth is your birthright. Thank you so much for everybody for coming. So we have officially moved 1 degree off the new moon. Not that that makes a big difference. A lot of people are reporting a lot of intense energy. Rosie, can you do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
Can you, there's mantra sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make sure that I think Cassie needs one and everybody back there, and then we're good. So let's talk a little bit about the new moon and the energy that kind of marinated my heart into what we should do tonight. What we should do tonight to make us feel better, stronger, more connected. Better, stronger, and more connected. That's what we're after today. And to let all the little haywire and inconveniences of being human go. Because usually that's all that's happened. You know, the big drastic things. We're very blessed. On the whole, that doesn't happen on a day-to-day basis. We still live in a country where pretty much you can walk around, and that is a huge blessing. Why am I bringing that up? Well, the thing with this new moon is it's sitting right on Pluto. Pluto is not something we feel intensely every day because it is what you call a generational. It's really even more than a generational planet because it doesn't come back to where it starts except for over 200 years. So the point of that is on a minute-to-minute, breath by breath, it doesn't really affect us because it has this huge long-term energetic that it's working with. However, when it starts plugging into personal planets, when it starts riding along with the moon and the sun, then you feel the wrath of Pluto, and that's what we've been feeling. So Pluto is the Lord of Karma, and one of the things they say about Pluto is that it either destroys or protects. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio. Scorpion energy is very fixed. Now, we don't want to narrow Scorpion energy into just destroying or protecting, but Scorpion energy is fixed, so it's black and white is my point. And that is a lot of what we've been dealing with in the collective. This is why we aren't getting along, you guys, is black and white. Because there's nothing that's black and white, right? We don't seem to be able to have a gray. And that what that means is, okay, so Marcia, she's a pretty nice lady most of the time, but you know what? I saw her yesterday walking across that sidewalk and a car kind of scared her and she flipped him off. So you know what? I don't like her because she's a bitch. That's black and white. Everything that Marcia was up to that flipping off moment is now gone. And all I am now is this, right? That's the kind of thing we do. Now, I understand that there are really things that are, really bad mistakes we make that are not able to put in that kind of a box. But we are doing that with pretty casual things and sizing up somebody, putting them in the bad box or putting them in the good box without really taking in to consideration the entirety of who they are, which would require that we stay in touch with our heart. And we just kind of are a little off kilter in humanity. And so if anything, that is what Pluto is bringing across. To protect the heart so that we can center into it and destroy our judgment, destroy our fear, which our fear motivates, right, all of our bad behavior, and sort of start cleaning house. That's what Pluto's doing. The Lord of Karma wants to clean house. So there's that. Then there is, so Pluto is at this degree, actually the degree right now, 24. So this new moon was only 1 degree out. In January, when Pluto, Saturn, and the Sun conjuncted, right? So when the degrees meet up, what happens is it sort of feels like you got an email from last year. And all that shit landed on your desk to go through your inbox again, right? It's like, wow, why am I feeling so on edge? And da, 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 and everything seems to be going wrong. Well, it's like sucking in, hey, let's look at 2020 again. You know, there's a little bit of that. And then the last thing, and I think this is the most important, and this part doesn't go away in the next week. And that is the United States of America is in a Pluto return. What does that mean? Well, a human being, a shit show. Thank you, Gina. Gina is an astrologer, and she speaks the truth as it is. So it's a shit show, basically. Not wrong on that. So, you know, we don't have Pluto returns because we don't live over, you know, usually 100's a lot. I don't know anyone that's made 200 yet. So we're going to assume that human beings don't have Pluto returns. But the United States is having one. So when we look at that, and they base it on Pennsylvania, 5:04 p.m., I think, 1776, July 4th, signing the Declaration. That is our birthday. So if you look at what was happening, the colonies were what? They were mad at Britain. Why? Because we felt we did not have a say. We felt we did not have a say in all these rules that are on us, and all these things, and taxes, and da-da. And in some way, here we are again. Only there's no Britain. There's only our own government. So the government has become like an alien entity, just like as if they were across the ocean in another place. Do you ever feel like that when you listen to any politician talk? Not all of them, but some of them, and you look and you think, what planet are you on? Like, do you have children? Have you ever had a job? What are you doing? Right? So you feel really like misunderstood. And that is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And we will get through it. We will. But right now, we're still in the fighting amongst ourselves, you know? And I know from being in a family of 6, that always worked for my mom and dad. When the 4 boys and us 2 girls were too busy going at it with each other, we couldn't really manipulate them the way we really could. You know? And so when there was a few times when the rulers of the house were really not in approval with children, when we would finally come together. All right, nobody's going to narc. You're going to da-da-da-da. Not very often did that happen, but when we did, boy, we were like, you know, the Navy SEALs, you know? We were very effective. My mom was like, what the? They're ganging up, and therein lies why you should never have more children than the 2 of you. Anyway, so right now, the children are still fighting amongst themselves, but we also are getting a lot of light and a lot of nurturing from the heavens. There is this real idea, and I'm going to end with this and start our practice, that the heavenly, the divine light has moved a step closer. I feel it. Like, do you feel it? I feel it. I feel like I am like more intuitive than I've ever been. I'm also nicer. I'm also handling bad shit better, right? So I'm like, this is working. Yay, God, you know, keep going. So that's what it's like for us. So you're just going to get better and better. Yay, you. And then those that have never really sought God might be triggered. It might be painful enough right now, or maybe be confusing enough, whatever the trigger will be, like, and something may come across their path and it'll be like, you know what? Maybe I need to try breathing and meditating. Or some may be like, you know what is this whole God thing? Maybe I need to look into that. That is happening. People whom you would never think or have never yet in your life kind of, like, you guys, the last modern priestess, my sister-in-law is a beautiful woman, but she was never interested in what I did. It's like, I think a lot of that had to do with my brother, and he's passed. So, anyway, but she did the modern priestess, and I was like going from 0 to that, I was like, wow, and it was so wonderful. And that's a good leadway to just a little bit of talk about the modern priestess. You know, you can make it as hard or as easy as you want to. And it shouldn't feel like hard. I mean, when I did it, it didn't have all the Kundalini or whatever, but when I did it with my teacher, I did it all, and I wrote. Because writing helps it, especially if you are ending things to get it out of the way, that self-inquiry on a daily basis, there's a few days where it's 20 minutes work, but most days are not that much. But you'll see when you start doing that, like, the results are so freaking good, you're like, glad I'm doing it. You may not want to do it forever, but 40 days of your life, you know, it might be worth it. But my point is that people are doing things and asking for help and seeking the light and wanting forgiveness. That's a big thing too. Wanting forgiveness. There's a good chance, another sister-in-law, we've just made up. Easily. All is forgiven. And we used to just, you know, not so much do that. You know, that can be very, very gnarly for a family to make it through it, and usually there's some fallout. So what I'm finding in my own personal life is like, we're coming back together. And nothing's been said or done. I know it's God. I feel God so present in my heart, like, forgive everything, Marcia. None of it's worth holding on to. And maybe I've had an easier life than some of you. You know, maybe, you know, and I really feel my stepdad. Like, I don't know, if you've ever had some really gnarly things happen, it's like you do the work, you usually end up in therapy. I've done all that. And it's like I forgive him in waves. But now I realize there's more. You know, I can feel it in my being. There's this part of me that goes, no, not that part. That, you're still, I fucking hate you for that. Yeah. And now that little girl in me is like, well, you know what it is? It's the little girl in me has been mommied and loved by me for long enough she trusts me. That's what it is. She trusts me enough that, like, if you forgive him, I know you'll protect me. So do what you want. I'm on board, right? And what that does is it makes me feel lighter and brighter and clearer. I can sleep better. My energy is better. It's hard to carry around your past, right? And it's interesting also, this last weekend in training, I talked a lot about my ex. And I realized, you know, I have to forgive me. I think I have forgiven him, but I was pretty colorful too. And I think the things I did, I just sort of sat over here, and my answer about all that was always, he deserved it. You know, he was an asshole, so he deserved that. But I might be wrong. I might need to reel that one back in, right? So these are the things that more like do. It just gives you like more of an open heart, more of a space where you can wrap your arms around you and go, it's okay. It's okay. And when you do that, you start seeing the world this way, right? I think one of the things that we, as the people handling our Pluto thing, we have learned, it doesn't come down to one man. Trump, Biden, Obama, it doesn't even matter. In some weird way, they're just one person. What they can do or can't do, what they you know, it's only so much. The big change, the big healing has got to come from us. And that's why we do Kundalini yoga so that we can be better parents, better lovers, better best friends, better business owners, better all around. We're going to be better all around. All right, so what we're going to do today, I always like to have on Wednesday, keep it kind of mellow but intense. So spiritually very, very strong, but we're not going to be like doing, push-ups and jumping jacks tonight. That will not be a part of our scene. We are going to do this thing. I love this book. This book is called The Mind. And in the back of this book, it has all of these cool meditations. We're going to be doing the one that's called The Aspects of the Leader. And at some point, I will read this, but it's a spiritual leader. That's really what the new moon in Capricorn is giving you. You are a spiritual leader. You are. In your sphere of your world, I felt more like a spiritual leader, honestly, when I worked at State Compensation Insurance Fund. Because when you're in that kind of an environment, you really stand out if you believe in something good. It was kind of cool. And I got to do Reiki on them at lunch and Kundalini at lunch. It was fun. But so to build this up, and the mantra we're going to use is the one we passed out, a days to say, a days, odd, a nod, and that, It means we will access the heart of God and all knowledge of the universe. That's pretty lofty. But what it means is that we're opening up. The way to know everything is to not know anything. Little tip. The more you don't know, the bigger the space in your heart and mind. Remember, I'm on a holy kick for our minds. I'm going to get people to say, "You're such a sweethead." How you said sweetheart? We're going to get people to say, "You're such a sweethead." We need to have sweet heads, beautiful minds, and we can. The more we love our mind, the more we purify our mind, the more we get our minds to get on board. So when we clean out what it thinks it knows, guess what it gets to have? The big no. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do this really cool mudra and breathwork, and it's to align with the highest power tonight. It's all about prana and having enough prana to lift us out of confusion, depression, that sort of energy that sometimes accompanies what's going on out there. We should lock that door. Is it locked?
No. Oh.
Just in case.
Thank
It's always good. All right. Let's have some fun. You ready? So I'm just going to have so much fun with you tonight. I hope you enjoy it. I'm excited about it. All right. Inhale deep. And then sigh. Inhale deeply. And then as you exhale, bring your thumbs into your sternum. Oh, is Susie watching? I hope so. Susie McKay, Regina's haunting you. She wants you in person here. We will go and get you if we have to, Susie. Anyway, all right, inhale. And chant. Om. Squeeze the root lock, bring in the navel, tuck the chin, tongue to the roof of the mouth, gaze into the spiritual eye center, feel the mantra permeating every cell, raising the Kundalini, open the crown chakra. Just this moment of peace and mantra and love. Exhale. Soften your hands down into Gyan Mudra. And just allow yourself to enter into a space of great love and stillness. Throughout the evening, we'll be marinating in this beautiful mantra, a days to say, a days. This mantra is believed to instill the entire knowledge of the universe without ever reading a book. It's a yogi's humble honoring of the infinite. The mantra itself means, I honor you. I honor you again and again. You are the primal, immaculate, eternal, immortal light. You are the unchanging throughout the ages. Chanting this mantra of total humility and surrender uplifts and empowers. You will no longer feel it necessary to sustain yourself with pride. Instead, you will be sustained by the energy of love, the love of which you are a grateful part of. Ades can be translated into honoring, but it also means to bow. In the tradition of this mantra, it was born to bow and honor the person that is you and to bow to the divine inside of you. If you're on a pillow, go ahead and come off it, placing the hands palms down now on the knees. Inhale the heart forward, and then sweeping the torso back and around. Inhaling as the torso comes forward, exhaling as it comes back. Close the eyes, gaze into the third eye. When the torso comes back, let that navel bring the belly button to the spine, and then let it push out on the outward sweep. Close your eyes and unwind from your day. Let it go, just this. Regina, can you turn off the backlight? Yeah. Thank you, darling. Hey, Kathleen. Go inside. Let every movement be a gift, be a meditation, be like a spiritual, energetic massage. Let your day unwind in this movement. Everything you don't need, let it come out. Breathe. Pause, come to stillness. Take the circle the other way, and now begin to draw in more love. Draw in more understanding and comfort. Draw in the knowledge of the universe. Don't sticky with it, just let it flood into your body. Let it heal you now. The greatest knowledge is to know ourselves. When you know who you truly are, when you know all your little nooks and crannies and hang-ups, then you truly can be of service and know others. Breathe. Just this. Don't be afraid of the Lord of Karma. He's actually protecting you. And he's destroying the darkness. I don't want to call it darkness. He's destroying the lovelessness. That's what he's after. The heartlessness. So that there can be more kindness. There can be more understanding on our planet. Just this. Keep up, move and churn. Enjoy it. Come to stillness. Just this. Bring your hands up, curl the fingers in. Shoot the arms straight up. Ego eradicator. Tuck the chin, gaze into the third eye, breath the fire. So this mantra is marinating us in humility and knowledge. That's a great combo. Humility and knowledge. Humble yourself to the light of your soul. The one is living inside of you. Keep up. One more minute. Load up the light. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. Inhale deep. Bring your thumbs together. Open up the fingers. Bring those elbows close to the head. Exhale, comb the auric field. Float the fingertips to Gaia. Just this. Roll onto your hands and knees for cat and cow. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Mentally chanting, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Cat, cow, Satnam. So the Satnam is always going in our mind. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Truth is your identity. Truth is awakening the knowledge. Just this moment in your yoga experience, just this moment in your life. Breathe. Use the body. as a vehicle to the divine. Inhale, drop the spine. Squeeze the root lock. Tongue to the roof of the mouth. Hold the breath. Exhale, let the breath come out. Hold the breath out. Squeeze the root lock. Tongue to the roof of the mouth. Hold it. Come to neutral spine. Sit back on your calves and your heels. Put your hands in a prayer and your third eye to the ground. Let your third eye surrender to the power of Mother Earth. Let her ground you and love you. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Bringing your attention to the vibe of tonight, humility and knowledge. So often we see knowledge and no humility, or humility and no knowledge. Braid them together, making this strong rope of light that you can grab onto to feel safe, to feel anchored into something bigger than yourself. You're not alone. All the celestial beings, our planets, stars, and moons, our Mother Earth, the angelic realm, they're all pulling for the earth and her people to wake up to the power of love. Offer a prayer of gratitude here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my body. Thank you. Inhale, gently bring yourself up. Hands on top of the shoulders. And now, inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And chanting in your mind, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. You're doing great. Just this. Inhale to center. Exhale, float your hands down onto your lap. Be still. Bring your legs out and make a small V. So if you can grab the big toes, you can do that. If that's too much of a stretch, because the idea is you're going to inhale to the center, come down to the left. Inhale to center, come down to the center. Inhale to center, come down to the other side. Moving with the breath, stretching those hamstrings. Keep moving. nice and slow and see how low you can bring your torso to the body, getting into a deep stretch. See if the third eye can come to the ground in front. Back and forth. Doing great. So even with the intensity of this Pluterian energy, you know, Pluto sees our true colors. That's what the destruction of fear and bad policy is all about, right? So it can protect your true colors. So it can help you survive and shine who you truly are. Just this. Bring your legs together and on your back for a quick little stretch pose. Taking the feet 6 inches off the ground, reach for them, bring the navel in, breath of fire. Doing great. 30 more seconds. Inhale, hold it. Really squeeze all your body. Excellent, relax. Relax. That's so beautiful. Rest and breathe. So we're going to do the 8th aspect of the mind. It's called the Ahankar. Ahangar. The neutral mind is what activates it, and it promotes the leader inside of you. This aspect combines the qualities of critical assessment, so Capricorn, that's the energy we're in, with that of the ownership or responsibility for action. It is developed and balanced in great leaders. A leader must look ahead and beyond the surface. There is a mental habit to consistently assess everything in the midst of great absorption to the task at hand. The combination lets you hold each boundary and division of role with integrity and accuracy. It gives you the capacity for superior manners and social interaction. The neutral mind helps you evaluate each person and each resource or prize that comes to you for what it can and cannot do. The ability to see beyond the surface lets you call on the talent and hidden potential of each person. That builds trust and loyalty when used with respect for the person and with the focus that moves everyone to reach a goal. When this aspect is too strong, you can become reactive or emotional when people seem to forget your goals and direction. Passion applied in the right place is inspiration, but passion reacting without sense of place or timing is not good leadership, even if it stirs people. If this aspect is too weak, you confuse your own agenda with that of your task or duty. As a leader, you shift the goal and mistakenly identify who is in your interest and who is against them. Use this mantra and this movement to awaken the aligned spiritual leader that lives inside of you. Awesome. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale, reach over your head. Good. Exhale, hug your knees in. Gently rock left and right for a moment. And then rock up and down. So everybody should have a mantra. We're gonna just look at it and chant it for like a minute or so, and then I'm going to stop the mantra, show you the movement. Then I want you to put the mantra down and just fake it, okay? Because I don't want this to become an exercise in getting it right. Okay, so there's two trains of thought. There is the weird Kundalini police, and also spiritual other types that put this weird dogma like, if you say the mantra wrong, it'll like have a reversed effect on you. When anybody ever says any shit like them, just run. It's like if that's true, then I don't want anything to do with it. Even if I could say it right? If it's like, if I make one mistake, the gods are gonna turn on me. That's just not true. All right? And we've got proof, so it's not true. And so, don't worry about it. And when I say take it, I mean fake it. Hardaji, and one time we were doing this Tibetan chant, and he was like ripping it off on stage. It wasn't in the mic, but it looked like he totally had it, right? And so Jagat goes, I didn't know you know this chant. Because I don't. I'm faking it like I say to everybody else. I'm like, good for you, Hardaji. So when I say fake it, I mean if you were gonna fake the Adgade, fine. Just get the maze out there, What happens is you will eventually get there by just, stopping. You're not getting your sound current. You're not just loosening up and let it work on you. So God is with us, and the mantra is perfect, said right or wrong, okay? So let's look at the words, and we're going to chant it with Krishna Kaur, and we'll do like a minute, then we'll stop, and I'll add the movement, and we'll dim the lights, and we're just going to go into the stratosphere with this mantra. It's really healing, okay? All right. And it's kind of jazzy. Days to say days, anil, anad, anahat, juga, ego, days to say days, anil. anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego. You've got it. You're close enough. Now you ready? This is what we're gonna do. Days to say days, anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. You were just going to be going up and down. Palms face the earth. Look at the tip of your nose. Let the mantra lead our breath. Go ahead and turn off the lights. And let's just marinate. Are you ready? Anad, anad, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days to say days. Anil, anad, anaha, juga juga ego days. Days
anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga juga echo ves, ades, to say ades, ad, anim, ana, ana, juga
into a prayer and just hold in this moment, just right here. Don't go anywhere else. Ades to say Ades. Ad Anil Anand Anaha. Juga Juga Ego Ves. Bowing to the primal knowledge, bowing to the light within. Softening our grasp and opening our hearts. All those meditations and kriyas that are hard on the shoulders are great for the heart. And we just do the best we can physically. That's all the divine wants. We're just using the body as a vehicle to enhance our ability to wake up. We have been given the finest instrument in all of the galaxies, the human body. While it is fragile in some ways, it is also one of the most magical, powerful vehicles a soul can have. Love the one you're with. Go ahead and lay down and rest. And enjoy your sound healing.
Move in.
Begin to take some deeper breaths. Breathing long and deep now. Hear your breath. Keeping that breath long and deep, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Inhale, reach over your head and stretch. Hug the knees into the heart. Wrap your arms around you in the most loving, sweet way. Feel your arms and your hands touching you, and just feel the body. Love the one you're with. Rub the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands. Rock up and down, come to seated. We're just going to do a few minutes tonight of what is called the Prana Mudra. And this is a sacred mudra gesture. It's a seal, and this is for channeling the vital energy of the sun. It's referred to as the life force seal, this mudra. And it activates dormant energy in the subtle body while it balances the elements of earth, water, fire, and air. It's a beautiful mantra. It really helps you contain energy. This is a great thing to do instead of eating. What I like is a little salt and a little sweet at 3 o'clock. I don't know about you, but a bag of chips and a chocolate bar used to be my main thing. But you could do this instead. I don't know if it's as much fun, but it's more effective. All right, take your pinky and your ring finger. So this is the sun and Mercury, and bring that to the thumb, touching them both with the thumb. And then the other 2 fingers you want nice and straight, okay? And you just want to bring the forearms and the elbows tucked into your little rib cage. Tuck the chin and lengthen the back of your neck to allow as much chi and Kundalini to flow. We're going to sit like we're drawing in the energy through an O mouth. Pause. And exhale out the nose. Keep up. prana fly through your body. Let the prana, the light, the life force cleanse. Awaken your knowledge. Awaken your joy. Awaken your humility. Hold it, hold it. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Press into the heart. Breathe long and deep. You're so precious. Whatever needs to go, let it go. So that whatever is ready to come can come. Divine love, bless us all here tonight. Let us feel your comfort. Let us open to your guidance. Let us have the strength to lead with compassion and kindness, especially with ourselves. Bring our hands into a prayer at your heart. Inhale deep. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for coming. We have beautiful rose and tulsi basil tea. It's sweet and calming and good for your sleep. I know Rosie will get us all some. Hey, do you have a relative named Denny Wolf?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, your unrelative is watching. Thank you, Susie. Susie stuck through the whole thing. Mwah, that's a start. Now come and see me, baby. Okay. Love this practice. How are you guys doing?
I do. I go into this.
Yeah, no, me too. That means it worked, right? I mean, you got that. That's good. That's what we want, right?